These are the most annoying switches I have ever touched. I can only recommend these for two people. Number one, if you like the way they sound and feel stock. Out of the box, no lube, no films, just throw them on the keyboard and go. That's cool. These could be great switches for you. I'll show you those sound tests in a second. The other person that I can recommend these to are people who enjoy pain and suffering. Am I being overly dramatic? Yes, but let me show you why. So these are the Kailh box red bean pudding linear switches. A little ridiculous name, by the way. Doesn't matter. 45G actuation force, palm housing, 5-pin switch. They're box switches, so they're mostly like kind of dust proof and waterproof anyways, which is great. The spring is actually a little bit smaller and shorter than most MECH springs, but it has the same weight. It's still like 60-gram spring, but it's only like 13-ish millimeters long, which kind of like compacts the action. It feels shorter. It feels nice. I like the way it feels. I think it's that spring. Now, to the parts I don't like, and which is why I actually can't recommend these switches. They are a ginormous pain in the rear to lubricate. Now, box switches are a pain to like reassemble anyways, just because of the box and the way it fits down to the housing. It's a pain anyways, but they added on this little feature, which is actually kind of neat. It's a little clear insert at the very top of the switch that lets 90% of your RGB light through. Woo! More light, more RGB, if that's your thing. That's all great, except for the fact that they fall out during the lubing process and they wobble and you have to insert them a certain way and you mess up and you can almost get the switch back together again, but then it stops again and it's super annoying and I hate it. It took me 3 times longer to try and lube these switches and I gave up halfway through. I was like, no more. I'm not doing this. I can't do it. It is not worth taking these switches apart and trying to do any modding in there. Lube films, nothing. I really don't think so. It's so annoying. I mean, like, not just like a little annoying. I could deal with like a little bit more annoying. No, these were like 3 to 4 times the annoyingness level, if that makes any sense. It doesn't. Which is a shame, because they're actually like a little smooth, pretty low volume linear switch. I really like it. So with that said, let me get over here and do the sound test. But the first one will be stock, and then the second one, I only lubed half, right? I lubed from the Y key over and like the space bar and the enter key. Like I lubed those switches. I literally didn't finish it because I was like, this is not worth it. I don't think it's gonna sound that much better, and it's a ginormous pain in the rear. So, final thoughts. I actually just think you should go with Cherry Blues. That was for my clicky switch haters down in the comments. I see y'all. No, I don't actually know if I can recommend these. I do like the way they feel and sound. I think the lube actually did make them sound a little bit smoother, but it was such a pain, I don't know if I can recommend them. If you don't mind them stock, it's a good price for some linear switches, but I mean, I reviewed the Texie Carrots, which I also don't recommend lubing. If you just want some stock switches, those are even cheaper, and I think they sound really similar to these. Or you could upgrade to the Milky Yellows, or even further to the Ink Blacks for not that much more money. If you want a great linear switch, I don't know if I can recommend these. They're red bean puddings. I don't like red bean pudding anyways. All right, thank you, keyboard nerds who put up with my YouTube nonsense. Like, comment, subscribe, send me money. No, that was all a joke. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to put clicky blues on every single one of my keyboards. And otherwise, I hope you have a lovely day. I think bed, Ted, Ked, led. I hope I haven't read you astray with this review video. This is terrible. Oh man.